Picture, if you will, a kindergarten classroom. Lots of kids with runny noses, lots of kids sneezing, and of course very few of them covering their mouth when they sneeze. Little bits of infected spittle landing everywhere. And by the end of the week, almost everyone's infected with a cold and sneezing like crazy. Okay? Just as a cold virus spreads like crazy through sneezing, online sneezers can spread an idea virus. You see, Seth Godin called influential people sneezers because they're often the types of folks who can start an idea virus. When a sneezer shares something on social media, a blog or some other platform, the product or concept takes off like crazy. One good example of a very influential sneezer is Oprah Winfrey. Back when she had her talk show, all she had to do was mention a book and it would hit the bestseller list literally overnight. She turned authors into millionaires by recommending their books to an audience that respected her, listened to her, and snapped up everything she recommended. You know, that's extremely powerful. Another example of a sneezer is George Takei, who at one time was best known for playing Sulu on Star Trek. Today, he's known for his influence on social media. If you check his Facebook page, you'll see he has one of the most popular pages on Facebook with millions of likes. Every time Takei posts something on Facebook, he propels thousands and sometimes even hundreds of thousands of people to share, like, and comment on his content. He can single-handedly kickstart the viral effect on a video or meme. And he can also generate big revenues for the occasional Amazon product he links to. He's definitely a sneezer in the science fiction and geek world. So here's the point. You need to find the George Takeis and Oprah Winfreys of your niche and get your products and viral content into their hands. Then, let these sneezers infect your niche by telling their rabid audiences about your ideas, content, and products. Now, generally speaking, influential people in your niche fall into two categories. The first category belongs to other marketers in your niche. These are the folks with the big newsletter lists, the big blogs, and so on. Their audiences are highly responsive because the marketers have taken the time to develop a relationship with these readers. These marketers are the heavyweights in your niche because they can make you a whole lot of sales in a very short amount of time. Or they can get your articles, videos, and other content spread around. That's why you'll want to recruit these influential marketers to your affiliate program or propose joint ventures to them. Then there's the second category of influential people in your niche. These are the customers in your niche that have some influence over prospects and customers. Okay, these folks are a little different. They aren't marketers, yet they often have an engaged audience in the niche. They're kind of like the cool kids in high school. Everybody wants to sit with them at lunch and everybody hangs on their every word. These may be people who have a just for fun blog or lots of followers on social media. In other instances, you may see them as longtime and respected community members on niche forums, or even as a recognized regular commenter on other people's blogs. So while they may not be trying to make money in the niche, they still have a lot of power and influence. People respect them, people listen to them, and people take their recommendations seriously. The other thing about the influential customers in your niche is that they rather enjoy being in this position of power. They often want to be seen as influential, but they also want to be seen as cutting edge. That's why these folks are often the first people in a niche to buy a new product when it hits the market. These are the nut jobs who wait in line for days and risk toe amputating frostbite just to be the first to buy a new gadget like the latest version of an iPhone, okay? They do so they can tell all their friends how cool the gadget is, and they don't let anybody forget they were the first to get it. All right? They're doing the same thing in your niche too. They're always the first to buy a product, and then they run to their favorite platform, such as a Facebook group, just to tell everyone else about their new purchase. Because they have power, other people take this recommendation seriously, and they go buy the product too. And that can be some great viral marketing if you're on the receiving end of all that buzz. So you gotta ask, how do you find and recognize these influential folks? What you need to do is find the busy communities in your niche, such as Facebook groups, forums, blogs, and other social media. You can find the Facebook groups by running a search from within Facebook and sorting by groups. For example, if you want to find people talking about frostbite, you can search Facebook for words like frostbite, black toes, hypothermia, and toe amputation. All right? You can find other groups by running Google searches. Just search for your keyword alongside words pertaining to specific types of communities. So for this frostbite example, you might search for phrases such as frostbite forums, toe loss discussion boards, hypothermia blogs, and so on. What you're looking for are the people who post a lot and are obviously well respected in the particular community. Most forums show you how long a person's been a member and how many posts they have. The influential people tend to be members for many years and have thousands of posts. Also, if a forum has a karma function or some way of showing how often someone has liked the member's comment, then look for members that have a lot of good karma and other evidence of respect. On Facebook, you can keep an eye out for people who get a lot of likes or even shares every time they post. On blogs and other communities, just look for evidence that the person is well respected. Some blogs show some form of likes or thumbs up on people's posts. If you can see that a commenter is well known on the blog and tends to get a lot of responses and thumbs up for a post, there is a good sign that the person has influence within that community. Finally, pay particular attention to the influential people who also seem to enjoy being the first to buy and talk about products in the market, as well as the first to share the cool stuff like videos and memes. If they do this naturally anyway, then they're likely to share your content and products too if they like them. So what's the next step after you recognize them? It's really simple. You just befriend them. You build relationships with them, and then you reach out and ask for their help. One thing you can do is ask them if they're willing to be a beta tester for your products, which is going to make them feel important. They probably won't be able to resist bragging to others about how they got their hands on your product even before it went on sale. They'll especially enjoy it if you incorporate their feedback into your product. Another thing you can do is encourage them to talk about their experiences with your products to their friends. You ask them to provide you testimonials and/or reviews. You can even put content in their hands to help them promote your product, such as viral videos or memes. The end result of this is that you'll have influential people in your niche buzzing about your product and sharing your viral content. That's enough to kickstart a viral effect, generate more traffic, and of course, generate more sales. So that's pretty much how you get sneezers who aren't business owners to help you launch products and content in your niche. Remember, your customers are some of your best ambassadors for your products, so you'll want to make sure you enlist their help whenever you can. Now that you know finding sneezers is actually a good thing, let's go ahead and move on and you'll discover how to leverage other people's best assets.